Alright. Hello, everybody. My name is Zojalyx, and kind of hiding off to the side is my partner in crime, my actual co-op partner for this run, and as well as commentator for a little bit. He's going to have to dip out a little early because work.
Yeah.
But this is Slade. I'm going to go ahead and jump in right away because there's a cutscene, right? An unskippable cutscene right off the start of the run. Oh my goodness. I can't try to get my phone set up to run my splits. And I can't just put in my pattern. Okay, can you hit, when I say go, just tap down there. Okay, so we're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so welcome to LEGO Lord of the Rings. I'm going to go ahead and be explaining a lot of things during this first cutscene just to help explain things so that way it's not just a boring like minute and a half cutscene right off at the start. So a big central thing to this speedrun is a mechanic that, well, I don't know if it's a mechanic, playstyle, whatever you want to call it. 1 player, 2 controllers. Yes, I'm going to be spending a lot of this run with 2 controllers doing 2 things at the same time, and it gets real ridiculous. So if you watch my Force on these 2 run yesterday, you probably noticed a lot of like movement heavy stuff. This game is not that movement intensive like at all. It is got a lot of broken skips in it, a lot of really ridiculous glitches, and just overall this game is gonna look absolutely nothing like you would expect, but I'm coming at you, Peter Jackson. I'm gonna do something that you did in about 3 hours and around 9 hours of movies in about, theoretically, if all goes well, about 2 hours and 45 minutes. Maybe even less than that. So, it'll be great. I hope you guys enjoy. This is one of my favorite runs because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, and you might hear me be quoting stuff in the during the cutscenes.
You're gonna hear both of us quoting stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump right in right away. I am going to be picking up. We're starting right off the bat on 1P2C. We've got Elrond here, who's going to be chilling just for a little bit. He will be coming in handy in the second wave of orcs. But for this first wave, we're going to be using Elendil here, using his jump attack, because he's got a special sword that gives him, that makes him do this special ground pound animation that does a lot of area of effect damage. And so for the second wave, we're going to need Elrond. We're going to be running over here and knocking away these shields. During that knocking shield animation, we take Elendil and do his ground pound that just destroys the orcs pretty quickly. Oh, I was a little too early on that. Cool. We got one more before we get to towers. Oh no! Oh, and Neil died.
Good one.
Good stuff. Also, I can't see chat at all right now. I didn't pull it up just to help me focus. Slade's a homie. It's at twitch.tv/speedrun. Alright, so now that we're at towers, the game is like, hey, we're gonna force you to change characters, so that way we can teach you how to change characters, even though we already know how to do that. And then, oh, I messed up the strat, but that's fine. So, the way that this strat works is, Elendil's special sword can break these, special, bricks. And we use this sword to break the bricks, and then we were supposed to be using Elrond to use that specific thing, to use Elrond to then kill the orcs while Elendil goes and focuses on the towers, but I executed it poorly, but because it's a pretty difficult strat. Cool, now I can see chat. Hi everybody! Alright, so we're going to be switching back to Elendil for the Sauron fight, because we're going to need him in order to, we need him to use his special sword. And this is a great thing we can do to cheese this fight. If we put up our character wheel by pressing and holding Y, we go invulnerable. And then, yes, I have Elrond still up, and I'm specifically trying to get him to die, just so that way we can drain his studs. And now that he's dead, we're going to drop him out. That way he doesn't collect any more studs, because this first level, we won't be able to skip sort of like the stud tally. Now, we're still going to be ending with quite a bit of studs, but by just avoiding collecting a lot of studs, we don't have to then worry about losing more time because we're collecting a lot of studs versus a little. And so we're just gonna. A lot of the Sauron fight here is mostly RNG, because Sauron will decide whether or not he wants to behave or not. And there's really not much you can do except maybe spin around in a circle. Oh, you know how to explain triple jumps, right?
I mean, not to the best of my ability, but I can pull it off.
Okay, as long as you can pull it off, that's fine, because I want to focus on them.
Yeah. I got this.
Okay, I believe in you. Don't let me down.
Just gotta remember how to explain it myself. Like how to explain it to myself here.
I'm giving you time.
Yeah,
so.
I know you're giving me time. That's why I'm thinking about it now.
That was a decent fight.
Nice.
It was in this moment that Isildur, son of the king, took up his
Okay.
father's sword.
So now we're gonna kind of switch gears from like a sort of like a battle / boss segment to the most of the run, which is platforming. This game is a platformer. Yes, I know. Brick building platformer, sandbox well, I don't know if I consider it sandbox. I definitely call it more of a brick building platformer. So I'm going to be focusing on the platforming here, and I'm going to let Slade explain kind of what the big trick, not really big trick, but the small trick that saves a lot of time does.
Okay, so he's going to be coming up to past this fire thing, and then he's going to do something that's called a triple jump, where it's basically just a little extra jump, just like that. So how that works is basically you do a double jump, and then at the very end you do your ground slam, and that gives you a little extra boost. So that is basically it's really that simple of a triple jump. Some of them are harder than others, but yeah, it's just double jump and then a ground slam, and that makes up what we refer to as a triple jump.
Yeah, and a really cool thing about the triple jump mechanic is the more downward momentum you have in your triple jump, the more upward momentum you will get when you hit the ground pound. So like if you drop from like the highest spot in the game and triple jump off of it, you'll go from like being super heckin' high up, you'll go from being super low to just shoot right back up in the air and then drop back down, and it's absolutely hilarious to watch. Oh crap, I grabbed both of those blue studs. So, in some other LEGO games, you will be noticing mechanics where, like if you're familiar with other LEGO games, such as like LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Actually, I think that's the only one where you'll buy extras throughout the run. This game is so broken that we don't actually buy any of the extras throughout the run, nor are they even really beneficial. So. Yeah, we're just gonna be breaking this game like crazy. This first level, you know, we did the triple jump, not really anything too crazy, but from here on out, it's gonna get pretty ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, also now, jeez, since we're here, one of the things we're gonna be doing is at the end of some levels, there's going to be, cutscenes after we advance. But we don't want to watch those cutscenes. We actually found that if we restart the game, we don't have to worry about watching those cutscenes, and that helps to save a lot of time. Hopefully, I don't get the glitch.
Yeah.
Because there's a glitch that can happen where the game, like, Windows won't register that the game is, like, running, and you won't be able to close it using Task Manager. And so at that point, we're stuck watching the cutscenes, and we'll lose a couple of minutes. But it's fine. I'm good.
Bilbo Baggins of the Shire.
I just need something in my stomach before I go work for 4 hours.
Yeah. I'll probably snack on some later, but... Alright, so yeah. We can't, unfortunately, skip this level tally, and then we're just gonna be... going through some... Like, resetting the game, and then going through some more stuff. So... Now, while we're resetting the game, is a good time to read a donation or two or something.
Yep, just give me 1 second here while I pull it up. Doesn't look like any more have come in, unfortunately. Would recommend people, if they are able to, of course, donate to Stack Up. It is to help the mental health of veterans through gaming. And if you would like to donate, you can do !charity in the chat to learn more.
Yes, do donate. Okay, we didn't get the glitch this time, so that's good. Alright, so yeah, we just gotta reload into the game here. It's again, nice little thing we can do just to help. And loading into slot 1, we pick... nice thing about this game is you can use whatever save file you want for things, because the game will automatically assume you want to load into your previous file that you just played on. And so even if I were to do slot 3, I wouldn't lose any time having to, like, menu down, because the game just does that for you. So welcome to your hub world, Middle-earth. Yeah, it's really about all there is to explain.
Yeah, we're only in here just to travel to place.
Yeah, there's gonna be one thing that'll be important that we'll do in the hub world that'll actually matter, but it's not until... Well, actually, there's two things. First thing isn't until after this level. So we're not gonna worry too much about it. We're just gonna jump right into our second level. Yeah. Our second level here, which is Black Rider. And... this is where the game is going to get broken pretty quickly. Hopefully I'm able to do this right. I actually haven't practiced the strat I'm going to be going for when there's cutscenes that you don't have to skip. But what we're going to be doing is this is what introduces a stealth-orientated level. But we don't actually want to do it stealth because stealth is slow. So we're going to break the stealth mechanic.
We're just going to break the game even more and mold it to fit what we want.
Yeah. And the way that the stealth mechanic works is you move slower, and the only way that you can move faster is by rolling. But since this whole cutscene has been started, I have been mashing A and Y to try and make this work. And I hope this works the way I want it to. If not, I know a way that I can make it work. So... we're going to be hoping that we're going to be dropping in player 2 at a specific point that will break him out of the stealth mechanic. And I think we got it. Cool, we did. So yeah, you'll see Sam over there, the only guy standing upright. We're not supposed to be able to run like this, but yet here we are running exactly like this. So what this is going to allow us to do is throw this rock, run all the way over to this tree, skipping that stealth segment. This skips another stealth segment. So that's 2 stealth segments we've already skipped. And then we're going to enter this vent, drop out as Sam, because we're going to need to break the stealth mechanic again. We're going to hit this check trigger here. Oh,
You mess up.
No, I didn't mess up.
Oh.
I'm good. That just threw me off. But yeah, I, didn't scare the bird. I just jumped right over it, and I've never done that before. And that kind of was like, wait, what?
Okay then.
So now that we've done that, we've got another cutscene here that's going to activate this wizard fight. We're not actually going to care about this wizard fight.
So the ring of power has been found.
It was in the Shire. Under my very nose.
Sauron is gathered.
Hashtag shoutouts to Gandalf's nose that he doesn't have, but yet the ring was right under it the whole time.
I've seen it.
Yep.
A Palantir is a dangerous tool, Saruman.
The hour is later than you.
So yeah, again, this whole time, I'm sitting here and I am now mashing A and Y to try and drop in player 2 at the right time.
Carries it.
Because I don't actually know what the timing window is.
Saruman the Wise.
So and if I don't get it, I don't expect to get it for this one, because this one is a lot harder. Okay, we didn't get it. That's fine. We're gonna... Okay, in order to do this properly, we're gonna quit out, because we'll be able to go back into the level, start the level at the exact point that we were at, and just continue to do what we needed to do. So yeah, we skip this. Okay, cool. So Frodo is now in the broken stealth state. Which is also where we introduce what I call split tasks, which is where one player is doing one thing, and another player is doing another thing. But that wizard fight that's happening, we're just gonna let Gandalf struggle there for a while. We really just don't care. So just be paying attention to the right side of the screen, because I'm gonna be doing all of this stuff with the broken stealth. And with that, we're gonna jump over this log, come over here, jump right here out of bounds, because you're not supposed to be able to jump there. Run over here, and now we've skipped the wizard fight. We don't have to do that. That saves multiple minutes, because normally what you would have to do is this would be a 1-player 2-controller strat, where I would be using one controller to do the Saruman fight, and then using the other controller to do all of that segments of skips and stuff. But by jumping out of bounds and hitting that trigger, don't worry about the wizard fight. And so here we have entered an auto-scroller. We're going to quit out and go right back into the auto-scroller for a very specific reason. Because there's a cutscene that will play after the auto-scroller. And for some reason, whenever you enter an auto-scroller, if you quit out of the level, go back in, the game will let you skip the cutscene after the auto-scroller, once again saving around a minute of time. But now we're just going to be auto-scrolling here for about 30-ish seconds. So yeah, like I said, this game is extremely broken. So yeah, shoutouts to, I think, Lava Fang. Yeah, Lava Fang 407. He discovered that stealth breaking mechanic, like, last week. Bye.
I'm not leaving yet. I'm just going to start my car.
Oh.
Warm by the time
So yeah, that saved an absurd amount of time. And so now we're back into our hub world. This is where the game introduces us to side quests that you can do. What the heck? Sam didn't jump when I wanted him to, but that's fine. I'm trying to do this 1P2C. This is really awkward movement to do 1P2C because of the camera angles that you get at different points. So we're taking Frodo over here to our blacksmith shop. And then we're going to have Sam activate this quest.
You look like a helpful sort. Fancy making me a mithril trowel to replace my tatty old one? For your trouble, I'll let you in on a secret to help you seek out other quests.
So Sam's going to be sticking around there. We're just going to leave him there while Frodo is here doing this bit with the blacksmith. So yeah, this is just another way that the game introduces you to different things. There's blacksmith designs you can find throughout the levels, allowing you, and then with the mithril bricks you collect from finishing levels and doing other stuff, you can then design these things. They're like artifacts, and these artifacts allow you to do things faster. Well, but they won't matter for any percent because you can only use them in free play, and we don't do a single free play level in this game. We just do all the story levels because doing free play a level would be slow. So we're just gonna be vibing here in Bree. It's a nice chill time. That's a nice part about this run, is it goes from really ridiculous stuff to just kind of chillaxing for a little bit, back into ridiculous stuff. It just kind of goes like back and forth and just gives a nice vibes. So yeah, this is another cutscene that plays before we introduce another character, Aragorn. I mean, if you've watched the Lord of the Rings movies, you know that Aragorn is the, like an amazing, I don't know, he's a lot of people's argued favorite character, but he just likes to sit broodingly in the corner and sip on his smoothies. It's pretty great. So yeah, if anybody's in chat, hi.
Something for the road.
It's nice to see everybody here. Nice to be able to show this game off. Yeah, I don't know if there's any donations or anything, but this is going to be a pretty decently long cutscene.
Again, doesn't look like any new ones have come in, but still take the chance to shout out Charity Stack Up, which is to help the mental health of veterans through gaming. And you can do !charity in the chat to donate, but of course don't feel pressured to.
You're back. Why?
And then I believe there's also a stack up command, !stack up, to learn more about the charity itself.
Cool. I'm seeing people in chat. Hi, I'm saying I'm glad you're back because I'm not entertaining during cutscenes.
Well, okay.
What are they?
I'm just here for the entertainment value.
Is that not why you're normally around?
That's true. Very true.
At all times they feel the presence of...
How are you guys doing this morning in chat? I don't need that, so do there. Okay. So we've got our boy Aragorn here. Nice, man. We're just gonna leave the hobbits there. They're just gonna chill. Because we're gonna be going into Weathertop, our next level, and we're keeping player 2 dropped in because we're going right into more 1 player 2 controller madness. Introducing more mechanics into the game. Whoa, nice slope boost there. That was actually kind of cool. We're gonna skip and go into Weathertop. There's just gonna be a small cutscene here. You're doing okay? I'm doing pretty good. Couple early mornings for me for my 2 runs that I did. My run yesterday, my run today, but it's been a good time. I get to show off 2 of my favorite games. Got to show off Force Unleashed 2 yesterday, and now showing this game off makes me really happy. I didn't say anything in the LEGO Discord. Dadgummit. Oh well. Alright, 1P2C Madness. We're gonna take Mary over here and do a fishing minigame. There are a lot of mechanics that should do the plant over here with Sam. Ah, I hate when I do that. I've done that more times than you would think, where I think I'm going to pick up the log and then end up just going through the vent again. So yeah, in case you guys were curious about how I'm doing my 1 player 2 controller stuff, I actually I have a blanket that I use specifically for this, Yes, this blanket that I'm using is actually super important for me for the run. I use the blanket to set it on my lap, and then I set my 2 controllers on my lap, and with my controllers on my lap, it helps to keep them, with my controllers on the blanket specifically, it helps to keep them not fall off. Because I've had too many instances where my controllers have fallen off my lap during practice, and I've been just like, nope, I just use my blanket. If I have a PB, my PB is 237 something. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. I am in the top 10 for this game. And I'm hoping to be able to push to get sub 220 both in solo and co-op. So we're just going to triple jump around there. Nothing too much to worry about. And using the little spring here. Triple jumping over here. To then build this fire. We have to build this fire, otherwise we won't be able to advance the level the way we want to. So the climb segment is this is easily the hardest section in this level. Because there's going to be a couple of there's a couple of jumps we're going to be doing right here specifically that helps you just skip a lot of this section. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to jump up on this rock, do a delayed double jump to go up this slope, and then we're going to come up here, and this is the harder jump because we have to kind of hit a very specific point in order to carry us up the slope. Like that. Dude.
The heck?
Saruman skip.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Alright, so now this is Slade's favorite cutscene.
Yay!
Because
But I can't hear it. That's the problem. It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I can hear the whole thing here. Back you nose!
he finds that hilarious. I don't really understand why, but he does.
It's just the sense of humor I have. He goes to like hold his thing up and then just like and just smack him out of the way. It's hilarious.
I don't get it. Okay, now you get to actually see what the split tasks thing, how the split task thing. We're gonna be taking Frodo over here. He is in stealth mode because he has the ring, and we don't want the ring wraiths to catch me as Frodo. Like that. Exactly! That could not have been more uncanny.
Yep.
Ow. Ow. Come on, escape. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna take Frodo, roll him over here. I always forget who's who because they switch screens. We're gonna punch this ring wraith just to get him out of the way. Okay. Still one more fire to build over here. Oh, no. Cool.
Just knocked him out. Do you when you're running?
They're just not doing anything. I don't know why. Alright, so if you guys were thinking, like, okay, this game isn't that broken, you just, broke a mechanic, just wait until the next level.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
It's gonna get real busted real fast.
I might be able to save him for some of that.
So I really hope you guys are able to stick around for that. Well, like, I really hope you guys have been enjoying the run so far. But definitely this next level you're gonna want to pay attention to.
Old man, you ain't even ready.
Alright, so... Okay, who's who? There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna be just taking our pal Aragorn and Sam and dealing with... Uh-oh. What?
Just don't worry about it. You got it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Why? All of the hitboxes are not where they're supposed to be. That's so weird. Oh, Sam died.
It's okay. He's just Sam.
Okay, and then we're gonna take Sam over here to grab this torch. Oh, I missed. I'll come over here and just continually whack, and that ends that level. Yep. Yes, they use a fire extinguisher. Welcome to LEGO games.
Lego humor at its finest.
He's been stabbed by a mortal.
And we see Merry and Pippin are properly practicing their social distancing and masking habits.
You know, 1,000 years before it became a thing.
Different universe. It never will be a thing.
I know.
We're just gonna be skipping more stuff. And then we are going to reset the game again. No, I got the glitch!
You're sure?
Yeah.
Darn.
Okay, I'm gonna try just resetting the game again just to see if that... So we're just gonna quit out here. Quit to Windows to try and negate the effects of said glitch. We're good.
No
Hey,
OBS
Feeks.
is gone.
That's fine.
Okay.
My timer's paused. Quiet. Why? Hold on. Or it's not paused. It's still running. It's just not showing up on the screen properly. Hold on. Feeks. I just like slide that over there. There we go. Little glitches. I don't know, but we fixed it. It doesn't kill the run to do that, so...
I know.
So yeah, one of the things that we're going to be getting into in this run is frame-dependent tricks, where the higher the FPS, the higher the FPS that you have, the easier these tricks are, or just even these tricks becoming possible. This is why, even though this game is meant to be run at 1920 by 1080 and all that good stuff, we're running this game at an 800 by 600 resolution on the lowest graphics settings. Because... What is going on with the camera? We're doing that because of we are trying to get as high of FPS as possible in order to do the specific tricks that are going to be necessary in this next level, and those are called Gimli launches. They're a trick, so there are two types of characters within this game. There are big characters and there are small characters. Whoa! Clever. And the way that one of the mechanics that's utilized is the big characters can pick up and throw over the shoulder the little characters. Little characters include all of the hobbits as well as Gimli. And I think that's actually literally it for big and little characters. Everybody else is a big character.
Yep.
And you can pick up, throw over a shoulder, and in some instances, you can throw the little characters. And we're going to be utilizing the pickup mechanic, because if you hold characters at a big character and a little character at a specific angle with an object in between the two characters and pick them up, the game will just like yeet you right up in the air. And so we can take like Gimli. Let's say this is Gimli. I'm gonna take him and just toss him right up in the air. I don't know why I did that. It
That's
just
my
seemed
stuff
fitting.
you're throwing around.
Yes, it is. It's fine. You have carpet.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean I like it.
Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's do a casual triple jump there. No biggie. And entering into this next cutscene.
Strangers from distant lands,
Oof.
friends of old,
Darn glitch.
summoned here to answer the threat
Dang.
of Mordor.
What are we waiting for?
So, poor Gimli's axe. Also, we love, if any of you guys are Dungeons and Dragons players, we love the natural 20 stealth and deception checks from the other hobbits.
Use this ring. You cannot wield it. None of us can. The One Ring answers to Sauron alone.
And what would a ranger know of this matter?
Yes, I'm stuck on my teeth.
This is no mere ranger. He is Aragorn, son of Arathorn. You owe him your allegiance.
And then there's this, hear the internal swoon coming from my heart at the sight of Legolas.
It must be taken deep into Mordor and cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came.
No! No!
That's what I feel like is going on in your head whenever you see him.
I also love how, like, in this, Frodo just, like, this does not look like he wants to do it.
This is indeed the will of the council.
Also, Gimli could not have been more, like, could not have been done better in this game. He has the best facial expressions in this game, and I hope you guys appreciate them as much as I do.
Fellowship of the Ring.
So yeah, this is kind of a long cutscene, which is a little unfortunate, but after, I think this is the last, like, really, really, really long cutscene. All the other cutscenes are shorter.
Yeah.
So that's always good.
Blade glows blue when orcs are close.
If you guys are interested in running this game, but don't want to deal with the cutscenes, there's actually another category called Replay Story. You take an already completed file and you're able to go back and clear all of the mission levels in any order you want while still doing story mode. And of course, it's never a Lego game unless there's some sort of potty humor with Legolas combing Gimli's beard. But you can skip all the cutscenes. A really optimized run for that is like an hour and 22 minutes.
Left or right?
And listen to the best sigh ever. Because, you know, when I'm sighing relief, that's what I do. It's great. Okay, so now get ready, because all of the stuff that I've talked about with Gimli launches and everything, they're gonna come into
Become
play.
reality.
And I really hope you enjoy them, because when I saw these glitches, this was just like, okay, I want to do this, and I want to do this well. And I'm at least doing it. I'm not quite at the point where I'm doing it well. I think I'll consider myself doing it well when I'm at a sub 225 any percent.
So right now he's just doing it okay.
Yeah, just kind of like passing by. So we're gonna go into here, and this is where I'm thankful for some of the unskippable cutscenes and stuff, because it just helps you to relax a little bit, because Karateras is one of, if not the hardest level in the game.
Yeah.
And so it's really good. And so it's really nice to just be able to, like, relax a little bit. I'm hoping you have enough time. Yeah, you have enough time to be around to go through the bulk of Karateras.
Yeah.
So that way you can explain everything while I focus.
Oh, come on!
I need to focus, sir.
Fine.
You've seen all of these tricks.
Yeah,
You know I need to focus.
I've seen them, I've done some of them. So I guess you'll have to listen to my annoying voice for the next couple minutes. Not that his voice isn't annoying, but mine's more annoying.
Shut the front door.
I'm wrong!
No.
Alright then. Alright, so what he's going to be doing here, he's going to take Gimli and sort of start off like you're supposed to. Sort of. He's going to go down there as Gimli, whack something else, change to Aragorn, and get up on this little ledge up here. Like, nope. He's going to, yeah, whatever. Anyway, and then, did you switch?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, in the middle of the ground smash with Gimli, he's going to switch over. No,
I didn't switch.
I didn't think you did.
I thought I did.
Should have switched over to the Legolas, so Gimli's going to come back up. Because that's what computer players do. They'll want to be with everybody else. Gonna throw Gimli up there so it unlocks that whole cave. And yeah, most of this is sort of playing how the game wants you to play. Yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory right here. Now, after they all jump up there, this is where we break the game. Because he's gonna do a triple jump over there and miss. But yeah, and Aragorn is therefore bringing Gimli the entire way over here, and he's gonna get stuck on a hill.
I'm doing this 1P2C, leave me alone.
Yep, drop Gimli there, and he's gonna... Yep, there you go. The reason you drop Gimli is because he won't come down otherwise. Yeah, sometimes you have to change him just to get him right. And so now he's gonna toss Gimli over to Legolas. And so now, basically, and Legolas and Gimli are the only thing you need right here. So now we're coming up on our first Gimli launch, and you position yourself just a little bit like this, and he's going to pick him up, and you're going to launch up into the air, to where the point where you get over, you're out of bounds, and you're like loading into another section here. So you're just going to, yep, do this, break that, play a little bit more how the game wants you to. Not fully breaking it yet, but more or less. I was going to build this thing over here, but not all the way, because this launch requires that it's not built the entire way. I'm going to position Gimli in the top left corner, Legolas on the other side, and pick him up and whoosh.
I've never gotten that much height before!
Wow!
That was awesome.
So yeah, so you're just going to be running on top of out of bounds here. Yep, just no biggie. Just running on thin ice. No, running on no way. You're running in midair. I can't talk today.
Or in general.
Yeah. But this is where we mostly break. This is where, if you're 1P2 seeing this part, you are a natural god at LEGO games. Because doing both of these tricks at the same time, it's really horrible. So Gimli's gonna go up in that cave, do a little sliding, rolling, whatever, up on there. He's gonna run across, and at this point, he's gonna jump and try to hit. Yep, try to hit on an invisible barrier. There we go. Gonna switch to Legolas, and he's gonna triple jump. Probably one of the longest triple jumps. Not the hardest, but definitely the longest. Come over here. Gonna shoot those things with Legolas, and then he's gonna smack something with Gimli. And then Legolas is gonna run, and that's the end of this Karadaras section.
That went extraordinarily well.
Because you first tried the jumps. That's why it went really well.
I first tried the jumps. I nailed the launch. I first tried all of the launches.
Nailed all the jumps first try. That was like really good for you.
That was insane. I was focused so hard. I was, oh man. That was, oh man, that segment right there is, it's not the hardest segment in the game. But it is one of the hardest segments in the run. And if failed, it's extraordinarily punishing.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can lose, like, easily a couple of minutes if you don't get it right. Because it's, if you mess up in those strats, because we've only taken 2 character-specific spots, you can just soft-lock the game, and you have to go back and do every single launch from the beginning.
Yep.
Alright, so, Slade, go.
Oh, yeah. So he's gonna split off into Legolas and Gimli at the moment. But Legolas is gonna be doing some stuff, and Gimli is just not really needed quite yet. But he's gonna gather some log pieces, take Boromir, pick up Gimli, go to the top right-hand corner. Slope boost, wow. Legolas is gonna go on top, push the statue over, so that way you can build stuff later. And then Boromir's just gonna... Well, Legolas is gonna fall first, so he has to redo all of this again.
It's only a couple of seconds lost.
I know. Fall. But Boromir's just gonna chuck Gimli up there. If he can get it. Too far.
The darn...
You're too far forward.
No, I want to... Gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes...
Yeah, the dynamic mode is just sucks sometimes. Yeah, he's just gonna casually chuck Gimli up there. Then he's gonna switch over to Gimli, and then just casually jump across the other tree. To skip all of Gimli's segment right there. Sam's gonna dig something up. Gimli and Legolas are gonna continue building and gathering wood, or just Legolas will, I don't know. While Sam does other stuff. Yep, he's gonna get the last wood piece. Come over to here, put that. Sam starts a fire, and then we battle a giant sea creature. So. And you mainly just need Gimli and Legolas for this, so he's gonna switch to those two.
Early. Cool. That's one of the harder 1P2C segments in the run. And it went decent. It could have been better, could have been worse. So yeah, it's where I'm thankful I've got Slade to explain a lot of this stuff. Unfortunately, he has to leave.
Now because I got work.
So I'm
I
gonna
gotta make the money.
try to commentate as best as I can.
Good luck. Good luck entertaining people in cutscenes now.
I'll figure something out. I mean, people are in chat, so...
True. But you gotta admit, it's a lot more fun to just listen to us banter.
That's fair. Okay, so for this fight, a lot of it's RNG, but we're going to be positioning Legolas back here. We need Gimli, because he is the fastest swinging animation between Legolas and Gimli, and we need both of them. We're going to need both of them. We really only need a big character, but since we just had ourselves on... Boo work! Yes, Nemdo. I hope I pronounced that name right. But since we have just had ourselves on Legolas, we're just going to keep him there. That just really doesn't matter. But now it's just these tentacles are going to be flinging down, and we hope and pray that we're able to do it quickly, because otherwise we lose time. So, again, nice little, like, chill time to just kill the boss. After doing all of the ridiculousness that was this level. So now, we're into the second phase of the boss fight, and this is where Legolas is needed, because we need to throw Gimli. We're gonna pick up Gimli, chuck him. Once he gets chucked, he's gonna get stuck in the water and then die in this little cutscene. Oh, cool, I did pronounce it right. Yay. And then, we're gonna take Legolas, shoot the guy in the eye, and then we're gonna just walk around in circles while we're dodging all of these attacks from the Watcher in the water. We're gonna throw Gimli one more time. Bye. And shoot him in the eye, and that ends this level. And that'll end the fight and ending the level. So yeah, if you guys are interested in a really broken, but yet also nice and comf speedrun, I very much recommend this. It's a great run. We've got actually a pretty decently active community. Also, the LEGO community is just one of the most welcoming communities I've ever been a part of in speedrunning. They're all, like, fantastic people. So I definitely just recommend hopping in and just... Oh, that was silly. Just hopping in and just saying hi to people into the LEGO Discord. Like I said, some of, if not the most welcoming people I've ever had in speedrunning. Extremely helpful in terms of, like, just getting to know people. Extremely helpful in terms of getting to know the run, understanding the game that you're playing, recommending strats that you can do as a beginner, recommending strats that you can do as you get better. And I don't know. I've had a really good interactions with the LEGO community.
My friend is the home of my cousin Balin, and they call it a mine. A mine!
And then one of the cool things that the LEGO community does is we actually host tournaments pretty frequently. We usually do about 2 or 3 a year. So, like, I know we had a couple of Complete Saga tournaments, and then they've been taking a break from tournaments right now just to kind of relax, and then they have their first tournament coming up again in 2021. And like I said, overall, LEGO games, they're super chill to speedrun, but also really satisfying. Like, just to be able to pull off some of the strats is great. So, we're going to be taking Frodo over here. Taking Gimli and whacking this. Once Gimli has whacked this, we're going to switch him over to Sam to burn this while Frodo builds. And then I'm going to fail epically at doing the things that I need to do. We're going to take Aragorn over here. We have a specified Discord server for our tournaments that we do. Oh, I'm like, why is this not working? And that's why it wasn't working. And we're just gonna crank up Pippin here on the well. So this level is actually one of, I think this is the least broken level in the run. It's really nice and chill, especially after doing Karadoros. And then the next level that we have coming up after this one, Amon Hen, is another one of a really, really, really difficult level. So it's really nice to have these two levels to just, well, it's really nice to have this level to just, like, allow us to just kind of chill. I mean, there's still 1P2C stuff, but that's most of the run. So the matches are streamed. Yeah, we stream them. We have a, I think we have a LEGO, like a LEGO community Twitch channel. I don't know exactly what the name of it is, though, off the top of my head. I do know if you go onto just any of the LEGO games, speedrun.com SRC leaderboards, there just is a specified link that takes you directly to the LEGO Speedruns Twitch page. And so now we're just chilling here because this segment is an auto-scroller. This is one of those auto-scrollers, though, that you can't quit out and skip cutscenes for, because it's not like the designated running sections or riding on horses like we have before. So, yeah, I recommend, guys, donate for Stack Up. Stack Up is really awesome.
They have a cave troll.
Alright, so now we're into our troll fight here. We have a couple of things we're going to be doing. Aragorn's going to be coming over here and building this while Legolas comes up here. Legolas is going to be our, like, key factor in this fight. Oh, I didn't... What? So, while Legolas is... Aragorn was struggling with something, so Legolas came over here and we just did that, because I didn't build the thing as much as I thought I did. So we're taking Legolas over here. And then to just jump up onto those things, shoot the troll. This ends. Why not play single player? I am doing, well, yeah, I'm using 2 controllers. And that's one of my favorite things. Like, I initially, when I first started running LEGO games, I was like, One player, 2 controllers? You've got to be kidding me. Nobody in their right mind would ever want to do this. And then just like the more I started getting used to it, the more I was like, oh, this is not terrible. And actually really satisfying to do. That's the wrong side. Oh, we got wrecked. So again, going into the character wheel here to prevent Legolas from dying while we then come over here and make the troll come to us. The dynamic split screen, I'm not gonna lie, can be kind of trippy. Oh, cool. We switched to Sam. That's actually a good character. So now, as we finish up this troll fight here, we're gonna come over, do the same thing we've done before. Only this time we're gonna whack him with a frying pan. And then we're getting rid of this goblin here with Legolas. So that way I can shoot that. And that wraps up our troll fight. Sorry if I like randomly just like drop commentary. When I'm doing 1 player 2 controllers, I have to make sure that I'm kind of focused.
He's alive.
And I didn't anticipate that Slade would have to leave early for work. Otherwise I would have called it another commentator, but
To the bridge of Khazad-dûm.
alright. So now we've got another fighting section here. We're going to have to be killing some goblins. And I'm actually going to be switching to some very specific characters. I'm keeping Sam. But then I'm going to be switching over to Pippin with player 2. Because Pippin actually has the fastest swinging animation. And actually I'm going to switch to Frodo. Because Frodo's got the second fastest out of the Fellowship characters. And we're just going to be killing some goblins here. We've got one more wave. Like I said, this is just a nice relaxing level, just to, like, not too many game-breaking things. There will be one trick that we're going to be doing, and they're just some triple jumps. A couple of triple jumps across some gaps, so that way we don't have to do the intended puzzles. And then we're going to be switching out of Frodo and Pippin here, so that way when we hit these cutscenes, that way when we hit this cutscene and all the people start running, we want Pippin to be in a specific spot. And so we're switching away from Pippin, so that way as we're running across, Pippin then gets into a specific spot. Okay, cool. We have Gandalf, which is nice. So we're going to need Gandalf, and we're going to need Pippin. Actually, we want Gimli first, over here. Do this. Now we can... Yeah, we're gonna... Okay, wait, hold up. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Actually, this should still be Gimli. And then this should be Gandalf. And Gimli's gonna come over here and push this. While Gandalf comes over and grabs this little gate winch thingy. Oh yeah, triple jumps was something that was explained earlier in the run. I haven't explained it again. I can do so. Because actually here you'll see kind of a better instance of what a triple jump should look like after this cutscene here. Well, after this cutscene and one more cutscene. So we're going to be starting off here, taking Gimli, bring him over here, and dropping down. That'll get us to this cutscene. And then after this cutscene is where we're gonna I'll be able to see how a triple jump looks. So we're gonna switch to Legolas in the dive and then triple jump. And as you can see, his downward momentum gets converted into upwards momentum, allowing us to then make this jump a lot faster. And we just skipped about a minute or two worth of puzzles by just triple jumping. Stairs are really a suggestion. And I'm just liking the vibe to the music. So we have another segment of split tasks coming up, because one player, which will be either my left hand or my right hand, whatever the game decides, will be controlling Gandalf, and then the other player, my other hand, will be controlling everybody else. And Gandalf is gonna be, we're actually gonna be doing Gandalf, Gandalf is going to be fighting the Balrog, and unfortunately, this is the unfortunate part of this level. It's kind of just a really long and kind of glorified auto-scroller, because there's really no way to make it faster, unless we figured out a way to skip this, unless we figured out a way to skip this section with Gandalf fighting the Balrog, which there is a way to skip it, but it's so inconsistent that we don't even do it in IL runs. Okay, so my left hand is controlling Gandalf. That's good, because that's, like, typical. So I'm taking Gandalf here to fight the Balrog. It tells me to mash X, but I'm actually mashing X and B, so that way while I'm in this cutscene, if the B prompt comes up to stab the Balrog, I can do that in that cutscene, and we can then just immediately keep the following segments going. And so now we're going to take Gimli over here, and Gimli's just going to be chillaxing. There's really nothing more we can do on this side until we finish the Balrog fight. And we're just going to be continually doing our fun X-mashing. And then the Balrog is going to decide he wants to breathe on us, which, when that happens, we literally just keep dodging to the side. And you can keep attacking, but it doesn't do anything. And then here, once again, I'm mashing X and B. I love abusing the character wheel to keep Gimli from getting hit. It's such a nice mechanic. But we only have one more cycle left for the Balrog, which is nice. So Gandalf is going to stab. That's going to wrap up the Balrog fight. And now I need Gimli again. So one of the really cool things about this run is we actually just recently found a way to get a developer build of the game, which has helped a lot in glitch hunting. And so, since we've been able to do that with glitch hunting, we were able to find a lot of new skips. We've been able to find just a lot of interesting things. I found some unique ways to crash the game.
By nightfall, these hills will be swarming with orcs.
And we just got this cutscene here to end the level, and then we are going to be resetting the game again. And then we're going to be going into arguably, well, again, in one of the more tougher levels in the run. But when you're doing PB attempts, even if you make it through Karadoros and Amon Hen, you still don't get attached to your run until after Osgiliath, which is at, like, the very midpoint of the run. Which can be a little rough for that to happen. But it's just necessary. It's because, Osgiliath is easily the hardest level in the game, and I will explain why when we get closer. Just because it's still not going to be for a while yet. But if you can get a run past Osgiliath, you can, as long as you... I won't want to say PB is free at that point, but it certainly helps. So we're going to first come here, use this map stone to warp to Lothlorien, because for some reason this one lets us do that, saving us a little bit of time there. Since when? When Lego Batman... That's actually a really good question, because that's something I had thought about when I first started playing this game. When Lego Batman 2 came out, that's when they started allowing voice lines in... That's when they started having voice lines. So Lego games are actually developed in 3 different engines. There's the 1.0 engine. There's the 1.0 engine, 2.0, and 3.0. 1.0 is... would be considered Lego Star Wars 1, 2, Complete Saga, Lego Indiana Jones, and I think Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not exactly sure what all is covered in that. And then the first Lego Batman game. 2.0 is Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego The Hobbit, Lego Batman 2, Lego City Undercover, the Lego Movie, and then 3.0 has Force Awakens, Incredibles, and like another chunk of the games. I don't exactly know. So that's when that happened. Yeah, they never released the finish of Lego The Hobbit, and that was really unfortunate. I really wish they would have done that, but they never did. Yeah, Complete Saga has sort of always been like the staple point of Lego games. That was always just like Lego Star Wars 1 and 2 were sort of like we're gonna test the waters for Lego games, and then Complete Saga came out, and that sort of like became the standard for Lego games, which was really cool, because like, I mean, Complete Saga definitely deserves it. As somebody who speedruns Complete Saga as well, it definitely deserves it. It's a great Lego game. And also a really good Lego game if you're looking to get into Lego speedrunning. I definitely also recommend the Complete Saga. That game probably has the most active community.
Cross the lake at nightfall. Hide the boats and continue on foot. We approach Mordor from the north.
And overall, it's also probably the most optimized.
We must wait for cover of darkness. Where's Frodo?
Because like some of the runners there are just insane. Like Wii Super, Chimkin, Ginger Legend, all of those guys are insane. What do I speedrun Complete Saga on? I speedrun it on my Xbox One. Complete Saga actually also splits the categories via platform because they're so different. So you can run it on you can run it on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Wii, and even mobile. And they're all on separate leaderboards.
I ask only for the strength to defend my feet. If you would lend me that.
I've never actually played the Lego Harry Potter games. I own them. I just haven't played them. Alright, so this section here is another split task. I don't do the split task 1P2C because we're going to be doing a quick game-breaking skip here, and then we're going to do another launch. And to try and do them both 1P2C is extremely tough. And so I just do them as one controller, just to help make it more consistent. Is mobile free? Mobile is not free. So yeah, that was the skip we just did. By pushing the pillar, we were able to allow us to jump, and we jumped behind Boromir, and now we can just roll all the way. We're now able to just roll all the way to the end without having to worry about Boromir capturing us. So, Nemi, as much as you wanted to see Boromir get us, he ain't gonna get us. We're too stealthy. So one thing I could do 1P2C while I'm rolling up here is setting up the launch, but it's like extremely tough to set up the launch with only with one hand on one controller. So I don't do it. I know Dino, who's the world record holder, has a different strat that he's able to do that you don't have to worry about setting up the launch. And so like he does a different strat that is faster and also a lot easier to do, but it requires a lot higher FPS that I just don't have. And this is why this strat is not as easy, because the guys don't like to stay on this Morgul pillar. Okay, Gimli, can we please stay? Thank you. So yeah, now we're gonna launch ourselves out of bounds. And I'm gonna have to focus here while I do this out of bounds movement, because if I fall and die, I could soft lock the game, and I don't want to soft lock. This is where it gets really dicey. So we kind of have to loop around there, and we did that, so we should be in the clear. Cool, we are. Let's say we're going to pick up Sting here and do this sort of like Aragorn tracking thing. It requires some really weird pathing.
Frodo? Where is the...
How did we both stand on it? We just jumped on it. It really wasn't anything like
Would you destroy
all that ridiculous. It just yeah, you just use the plant to jump on it with Aragorn, and then you kind of have to like weave around it as Gimli to make it work. Alright, so now we gotta fight some Uruks here. We're gonna be dropping in as Legolas here to help take care of the archers. Okay. Because Legolas is the only one who can kill the archer Uruks, and we're keeping ourselves as Gimli on player 1. So that way, because we're gonna need to throw him later on. And right here, I just mash X to make all of this stuff happen. Did I kill? I did. We're good. Oh, Legolas is in a weird spot. What in the physics? I have no idea. That is an excellent question. And I wish I knew the answer as to what caused the launches, as to what causes the launches. But I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so we're gonna take Gimli over here to deal with this guy throwing rocks. And that will end the Uruk fight, and we're gonna move into our boss fight. And we're gonna be fighting Lurtz.
the Horn of Gondor?
It's like the only thing that I know it's what it is when you wedge an object, like I don't know exactly what causes it other than you need to have a big character, a small character, and then something to wedge them in between with. Like having something there that you wedge yourself. Oh, we already got an ad. Interesting. But having something that you wedge yourself in between the characters will allow the launch to happen. I don't know what causes it in terms of the in-game engine, but you need to have. But that's like the best way I can explain it. Oh, I didn't get hit. I didn't hit him. It's a really funky mechanic. So yeah, Boromir just got shot with a broom. That happens. And here, I need to hope and pray none of the hobbits get grabbed in the cutscene. Ah, of course. Oh wait, Pippin didn't get grabbed, so we're good. Please build. Okay, that's fine. No! I had no control over that. That's unfortunate. No, please switch to Pippin. Please switch to Pippin before he gets nabbed again. Why? This is where I kind of hate this fight, because if you get nabbed as the hobbits, it can be really annoying. Alright, so now that Lurtz is irritated that the broom shot didn't work, he needs to think of something else to kill him. And so he's gonna do the ultimate weapon, a banana. That's possible, Smog. I've never... That's... I don't know. Alright, so now we're going to be doing this fight as Aragorn and Boromir. And what's going to be happening, we're putting Boromir in a specific spot. We're going to stick him right over here, because he really can't move that fast, and he only has one heart. But there are going to be enemies that are going to be spawning, and that's what we're going to be using Boromir for, is to kill the enemies that spawn right here. And then once we've killed all of the enemies, we're going to take Aragorn, jump over here, and then just let him sit. Why don't they just use arrows? Because they weren't as effective. He shot him with an arrow and it didn't work. So then he shot him with a broom, and then a banana, and then he was going to shoot him with a chicken. But this is why we stuck Aragorn here, because he's going to throw it at us, and it literally just loops there. And then I'm only hitting him once and not mashing, because if I were to mash and try and hit him, I could soft lock the game. This game is extremely broken and prone to soft locks. Which I think now is when he breaks... Yeah, now is when he breaks the shield. So we're going to drop down. We're going to wait, see who he picks up, and whoever he picks up is who is we're going to take the other person and whack and finish off Lurtz. I got some real intense gamer lean going on. Wow.
They took the little ones. He's down. Frodo, I tried to take the ring from
Okay, I'm gonna like adjust the way I'm sitting because my knees are starting to hurt. Plus, I still have my shoes on. Let's take my shoes off.
But I swear to you, I will not let the White City fall.
I've got this nice cutscene here to just allow myself to adjust. Rip Ned Stark. I think John Rhys Davies should get an Oscar or a video game award for his performance in Lego Lord of the Rings. Am I using two hands or hands and feet? I'm using two hands. But just from the position that I was in, that I was sitting, it made my knees hurt. And so I'm like trying to set myself up for a more comfortable spot.
Oh, Sam. Come on.
A nice, beautiful moment. Sam found the oars, and our two-player Super Mario Odyssey players use hands and feet. Oh. That's ridiculous. So now we've got another cutscene here that we can skip via game reset. If you see me glance down at my phone, I've got my splits up on my phone using the Frame Perfect app. It's not that taxing that game. It's not that taxing that game, but it would still hurt my brain. Yeah, it definitely can be really funky on the brain. I know for me, like, 1P2C is kind of funky on my brain as well. So this next level we're going to be doing is called Taming of Smeagol. We have now officially also finished The Fellowship of the Ring. We've got one movie down in an hour and 20 minutes.
We're lost.
And the rest of these movies are going to be done significantly faster.
He didn't mean for a lot of things.
Because we're not going to be doing every single level in the movie. But this level is intense 1P2C. So I'm going to try and explain it as best I can as I'm going, but I'm also going to need to focus pretty hard on it. Because, yeah, you guys remember when Gandalf fought the Balrog? That's not done yet.
Gandalf! What is it, Mr. Furrow? Nothing. Just a dream.
Oh shoot, I wanted Sam. So, we're going to start off here. Gandalf is going to be over here trying to destroy this ice. And by trying, I mean trying, because I am also going to be trying to build a ladder to grab fish as Sam and Frodo. Okay. So we're going to be taking this one block, because this is literally the only block that we need, even though it's supposed to be a puzzle. Pick up the fish as Sam. Take Gandalf over here. Frodo's going to come in here to light this up to allow Sam to then come over here and grab... actually, we're going to make Frodo grab this fish. We're going to have two cutscenes that are going to show up. Missing all the coins? We don't need coins. Coins don't help us go fast. We're going to take Gandalf, position him over here, and then abuse the character wheel glitch for iframes. And now I can focus solely on what I'm doing with Frodo and Sam. So you're going to be grabbing these logs. So with this phase, we've got this where we need to take Gandalf over here and zap the Balrog. Now, kind of is a little funky to aim it right. We're going to position Gandalf over in that spot. Oh no, I dropped a fish! I dropped a fish. Pick the fish back up. Dropping a fish can actually be really punishing if you're not careful. Because if the fish despawn, then they will respawn at the spot that they were at like a while ago. Then again, just trying to 1P2C, at least half decent. So now, theoretically, when I throw all of the fish in this thing, I should have all of the fish except for one. And Frodo has 2 fish. So that's good. We can take Frodo, position him here. I'm doing any percent. Which is just get through the game as quickly as possible. And then here we're gonna zap the Balrog again. And that's gonna end the Balrog fight, which is gonna spawn the last fish. And yes, I know I have an extremely generous estimate, but that is because this game can be extremely punishing if you're not careful. So see, there's the last fish that spawns. We just toss it there and go now to finish that segment. And now the only thing we have left in this level is going to be actually fighting Smeagol. Which is, again, going to result in more 1-player 2 controllers. My PR is 237 something. 237.25. And that's, but I gave myself the really generous estimate for this. Because this game is extremely punishing. Luckily, I've been able to make it past all of the major soft lock areas. Well, there's actually, wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. There's the one area that I could soft lock, and that's coming up. There's 2 areas, 2 other areas I could soft lock. Alright, so we're going to be taking Sam, digging this dirt, while Frodo throws this fish. Sam's going to be building this to then set us up. Oh, okay, there we go. Because there's a lot of things we need to be doing in this segment. We're going to smack. Oh, where's the hook? I need the hook. I need it with Frodo, not Sam. Pick Sam up here. Because we actually are building a fishing rod. Uh-oh. Don't. Spot. Hi.
I was wondering who's down here making all this noise.
Yep, that's me.
When did you get here?
Around like 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Had no idea.
Alright. So now we just gotta do this last little fishing minigame here to then finish up the level. And so I'm actually gonna be dropping out Frodo here. That would be my friend's grandpa. That's who he's living with. And I'm using his Wi-Fi. It'll be Slade, who was here earlier, but he had to go to work.
Haven't you?
So yeah, we're dropping out Frodo because we're gonna need Frodo. We're gonna need only one controller for another skip that's gonna be coming up here.
You know the way to Mordor.
So yeah, overall that was a really good Taming of Smeagol. I'm really happy with that. Okay. I'm gonna take this opportunity to do a couple of stretches. I'm noticing my hands are starting to hurt.
You don't see it, do you? He's a villain.
Oh. How much noise were I making? I have no idea. I'm a fairly loud person, so... probably a lot. Alright, so we're gonna now be heading into the Dead Marshes. There's gonna be starting off again with a really, really big skip. And, like, the skip saves, like, probably 6-ish minutes.
He's led us into a swamp.
And this is another area that if I'm really sloppy with it, I will, soft lock the game. So we're gonna switch to Sam, bring him over here. And I skipped a small cutscene. That has never happened before. Interesting. We're gonna be running across here. As you can see, Frodo's going to a specific spot. I'm gonna take Frodo here, triple jump again. And now we're like kind of out of bounds, but like not at the same time. And I'm going to be moving in between the lily pad areas that you can kind of see on the ground. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention! Oh! I wasn't paying attention to my position and soft locked. That's rough. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So we're gonna do this again. Hello? Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm paying attention now so I don't soft lock again. There we go. Alright. So now we're going to be going into a segment that's not very broken.
Black Riders.
There are a couple of small things that we're going to be doing, but we're not going to be destroying the game totally. So we're going to take Sam, plop him over here, take Frodo, throw on his elven cloak, put Sam back because, yeah. But for the most of this, we're going to be Sam. The game is telling us to switch, but we don't actually need to. We're going to be waiting here for the Nazgul to kind of fly over, and then Gollum is going to run in a little cutscene. And that just kind of helps to keep the level going. We're going to take our pals, keep just moving across here. We're going to be doing this for a little bit, so if there are any donations, now is a really good time to read them.
Again, doesn't look like any more has come in, but we'll still take the time to talk about Stack Up. It is a charity that will help for mental health veterans through gaming. So if you would like to donate, do !charity in the chat, and !stack if you would like to learn more about the charity itself. Of course, no pressure to donate, as we understand these are trying times.
So yeah, this is overall just kind of a nice chill segment. Not really too much going on that's like game breaking. Oh, one thing that you probably already noticed, but I didn't explain, is it's faster to move through the swamp. Is you want to be moving through the swamp jumping, because if you aren't jumping, then you get stuck, and you eventually just sort of slide in and die. But if you are jumping, you don't, and then if you jump and dive, you go just a tad bit faster. So that's just something that you can do to help speed it up. And we're just gonna be sitting in here. We're gonna switch back to Sam while we're hiding for this last cycle. And then now we're going to enter a little stealth mode here. I'm going to kind of focus a little bit so I could do this little rope skip here. Oh, that was weird. There we go. Skipped having to use the rope. It's a nice little small skip to save little bits of time here and there. And we're going to be coming over here to then do fire skip, where we're going to triple jump over here. Oh, Sam, why did you what? Sam! I'm not going to make it. No way! What was that? What? How did that work? That was absolutely insane. That should not have worked, but okay. And then we're gonna do bridge skip, which is just rolling around this tree. Spring grow, and we can go there to the end of that segment.
Hurry, hobbits. The Black Gate is very close. Even the dead orcs in there. So the orcs are just gonna order some pizza from the Easterlings.
Back on the menu, boys.
Look. The gate. It's opening.
We're actually not quite to the end of this level yet. There's still one more thing we have to do. We're going to be introducing the character Faramir as a character.
Lead the way, Speed.
And he is just going to be fighting some Oliphants, and that's sort of where the
end of the level comes in, because we have to kill 2 Oliphants, and then that will end the level. Which is a weird thing that they put this in the run, in the level, but it also makes sense, because there's really nowhere else we would be able to put it. Yes, this is live. I see you in chat singing Dave too. Hello. So yeah, we gotta fight these Oliphants. You could do this 1P2C. It's excruciating. It's pretty difficult to fight both of them at the same time. And I'm not that good at this game, so I'm just gonna do this 1 player, 1 controller. Come here, break this guy. Apparently everybody dies when you kill 1 Oliphant. And then we're gonna take Faramir, run across here. Jump up, hopefully grab the rope. There we go. Coming up here to now break. Oh no, I switched! I accidentally bumped the Y button. LOL. And we're gonna beat the tar out of this guy to finish off this Oliphant. Pizza or cut. And that finishes the level. And so now we're going to go into the biggest skip in the run. It's going to skip about 3 levels, I think. It skips track hobbits, wargers. Yeah, it skips 3 levels. So the way this game works is in order to unlock other levels, you have to complete others. Wow. Genius. And they block off other levels in your hub world via using this Eye of Sauron. And it prevents you from entering into this area. But the didn't anticipate the beauty that is launches. So we're going to take Faramir and Frodo, position them in a specific spot, launch way up in the air, and hit the loading zone for the next level without being in there. When we're not supposed to be.
It's under attack. They call for reinforcements. The ring will go to Gondor.
And yes, Linking Mig, I do other LEGO game speedruns. I speedrun LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. I will be picking up LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars Co-op, as well as I have done LEGO Star Wars 1 Glitchless. And I will probably be... Well, I will be finishing learning the actual 80% run for LEGO Star Wars 1. And then I will be also doing... Actually, I might be doing Skywalker Saga. I'm not sure. But I do want to play that when it comes out. And then I will probably be picking up LEGO The Hobbit as well. So we're going to be coming over here to set up for this skip. I need Frodo or Sam. It really doesn't matter. I just need a small character. That's not Gollum. We're going to set Sam right here. Take Faramir. Launch up. Maybe I can get this. Okay, no. And I actually even soft lock Faramir, so that sucks. So now we're going to take Madril and do the same thing, only this time we're going to get a little bit more height. And we're going to drop right into the loading zone for Osgiliath. Yeah, I need to casually play through LEGO The Hobbit before I start speedrunning it.
It's calling to himself. His eyes almost on me.
A weapon that will change our fortune.
Yeah, so now we've skipped 3 levels in the run.
The ring drove your brother mad.
And now we're into the hardest trick in the run. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to jump around a wall and triple jump to set myself up in a very specific spot to go out of bounds. And once I get out of bounds, I should be okay. So we're going to come over here, take Faramir up here. Okay. This is... Once I get out of bounds, I'll be fine, but it's the process of getting out of bounds that is the struggle. Okay, cool. We're out of bounds. And now that we're out of bounds, I'm gonna go up there on that elevation. That means in case I die, I don't have to try and go out of bounds again. Because if I were to jump right now, I would die. I would hit a death plane. Like that. But since I went up on that little ledge, I'm able to help be safer. So now I could come back here to try again to jump across, and we have now successfully completed the hardest trick in the run. We're going to switch to our bow here, because we need to activate this Nazgul here. And that was an absolutely fantastic Osgiliath. Yes, I had the one death and didn't get out of bounds first try, but to do that in about 2 minutes after hitting the loading zone for Osgiliath is really good. So I will indeed take that.
I think at last we understand what another Frodo begins.
So I'm really hype about this, because I've been keeping track of my splits on my phone, and I'm about 3 minutes and 10 seconds ahead of my PB. So this has been a really good run.
A wizard should know better. Come, my friends.
And so this is also the last level in Two Towers. We've done 3 levels in Two Towers. We've skipped 3. And we're not done skipping levels, actually. There's one more level skip we're going to be doing. But we have to do Paths of the Dead first, I believe. No, we do Pelennor Fields first. But first, we got to take these Ents and go break the dam. Over here, break this. The Ents are nice and chill. The Ents hate fire, but that's okay, because we've got a little water bucket thing we're going to be throwing. Whoops. We're going to try that again. That was a misthrow. There we go. Sometimes the throwing can be a little funky in this. I would agree. The Ents did have one of the best scenes in the trilogy.
Break the dam! Release the river!
We're just gonna break these. And this is gonna end the level for Osgiliath. And then I'm just gonna keep doing some stretches, because this game, because you're doing, at least the way that I do 1-player 2 controllers, is I control the, so to give you an idea, I have my player 1 on my left leg, I use the left control stick with my pinky, and I use the buttons with my index finger. And then my right hand on my right leg, I use my control stick with my index finger and my buttons with my pinky. And it can be kind of taxing on the hands if you do it for a while. Uh-oh. Ah, the computer that I have chat up on died. Oh no, I can't see chat now.
There's no power in
Rip. I'm sorry, chat. I can't see chat anymore. But I did see that last question of, what is my favorite game I've done, Lego game I've done a run of, and it would have to be this one.
I'll take that.
But that's only because Lord of the Rings is my absolute baby when it comes to speedrunning. Like, the Lord of the Rings community is my baby, whether it be the Lego Lord of the Rings community or just other Lord of the Rings games in general. Actually, I wonder if this cord is... Probably isn't. Actually, no, his cord's right here. I can plug it in. But I'm gonna wait until after I reset the game to do so, because we gotta do that first. There we go. Oh wait, I don't know his... if I were to roll at a specific angle, then I can set it up to allow, if I get it at a specific angle, the game will kind of boost me up in the air, and that's another FPS dependent trick. So it's important that when doing these tricks that you follow those, that you watch how much frames you have. So it kind of makes it a little frustrating for people who aren't able to afford better hardware. But it is important that that's something that you pay attention to. We pay a lot of attention to the frames that we get throughout the run.
We ride for Gondor and war.
Run, Shadowfax. Show us the meaning of haste.
Mary!
Okay, I'm not going to be able to get in, unfortunately. I don't know. Oh, I hit the B button. I actually wanted to switch to Legolas. Because Legolas has a higher jump height than the other characters. Alright, so we're gonna jump up here and enter the level. Oh, there we go.
$6,000 spears. Less than half of what I'd hoped for.
6,000 will not be enough to break the lines of Mordor.
So yeah, like I said before, if you guys don't like the cutscenes, I'd recommend checking out a replay story run. Those we were able to skip the cutscenes, and as well as like kind of explore with some of the unique routing, because you can do the levels in any order.
I take my leave.
My Lord Elrond.
You're outnumbered, Aragorn. You need more men.
There are none.
There are those who dwell in the mountain.
Oh yeah, you guys remember the sword that we had at the beginning?
They answer to no one.
They will answer to the King of Gondor.
Andúril, the flame of the west, forged from the shards of Narsil. The man who can wield the power of this sword can summon to him an army more deadly than any that walks this earth. Put aside the ranger. Become who you are born to be.
What kind of army would linger in such a place?
One that is cursed. Long ago, the men of the mountain swore an oath
spoke to the last king of Gondor to come to his aid, to fight. But when the time came, when Gondor's need was dire,
So, yeah,
he fled, vanishing into the darkness of the mountain.
if you guys, yeah, I definitely recommend checking out other runs. Check out other runners, specifically Captain Paxo and Dino 913 or Dino 13. They're kind of like the most active runners in this game. And they're also absolutely amazing at it. I'm starting to get better. I'm working really hard to try and get better at this game, but I'm not at their level yet. Alright, so we're going to be dropping in. So yeah, you guys remember that sword that we had in the prologue that destroyed those specific blocks? We now have it again.
Spears rise like winter thickets through a shroud of mist. The dead are following. They have been summoned.
The dead? Summoned?
We're going to be taking Gimli over to a specific spot. We're going to set Gimli here, while we then go through and break these bricks. And then actually we're going to stay as, hopefully Legolas is still following. Oh no, I was worried about that happening, so I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so sometimes you can get stuck like this. This is a little, you can get stuck kind of on the little ghosts, which is a little annoying. Alright, so we want to make sure we have everybody over with us before I go into this first slope boost. So to slope boost, one thing that helps with slope boosting is you can pause buffer them. And that allows them to go by a lot faster. Okay, Legolas, please stop. There we go. Switching to Aragorn again. Alright. So now we're going to do skeleton jump. We're going to take Aragorn up here to jump up there. And he can break those while we then do the same jump with Gimli. And then we're going to set Aragorn up in a specific spot while Gimli slope boosts up here.
Who enters my domain?
My brother's messaging me on Steam. LOL. So yeah, I saw the message about the run being invalid, so I'm actually just going to reset these splits. And not worry about timing for PB now. Because I figured I had a decent chance at PBing, I wanted to save them. But... So yeah, I saw the message. Oh, that's loud. Okay, we're good. Okay. So that's really unfortunate, but I'll just go back and... Okay, I hate when this happens. No, I need Aragorn because... For some annoying reason, the ghosts make all of the other characters just not function. So yeah, I'll just have to go through, and if you guys want to watch me run this back on my Twitch channel next week, give me a follow, because I will run this back, and you will actually be able to see how much time I can save. In accordance with my PB. It's good to be back. Okay, so I'm gonna take Aragorn here to kill off some of these ghosts. Yep, I was worried about that happening. Don't. Okay. Oh, of course he went to that one. Then we're gonna finish up this King of the Dead fight here in just a little bit. So yeah, that's really unfortunate that my PB isn't going to be able to be validated, but if you guys want to see me do a PB validated run, follow me on Twitch. I could run this back. I would love to do so, just because I was 4.5 minutes ahead going into this segment. Okay, so now we're finished with Paths of the Dead. We're resetting the game one more time, and that's gonna be the end of game resets. And also, well, no, actually, wait, Mount Doom is full of shenanigans. Oh wait, I just hit my split key accident, like thinking I was still running with my splits on my computer, which is really funny. Oh hi, Bonetooth. Nah, you're good. It's okay. I didn't see any of the other. I just saw the one Steam message. It didn't distract me too bad. It didn't distract me. It's just funny. Alright, so now that we're here, we're gonna go into the longest, another really, really, really long cutscene, into an auto-scroller, which means we're gonna first go into the auto-scroller, quit out, and then rejoin, so that we can skip the cutscene after it. So I hope you guys get real comfy. Artemis, if you have anything you want to plug, now is a great time to do so. No, that wasn't because of you, Bonetooth. You're good. The stream went down, so your Steam message isn't invalidating my run. Oh, you're only in chat for now? Okay. Did it? I wonder if my... Okay. So in other words, use exclamation point stack up, because you guys want to support. I also didn't do my Onyx check-in, so I'm gonna do that. This is also a great cutscene, just because Theoden's speech is not the greatest thing.
Whatever happens, stay with me. I'll look after you.
Cause see, look, So many spears that just are useless now. Milo's taking over? Okay. Alright, so now we quit out and go back in, so that way we can skip the cutscene after the auto-scroller. Nice part is we could skip this cutscene, otherwise it wouldn't be worth it. Also, Eowyn has an unlimited amount of spears. Does it make sense? No, but it's a Lego game. So we're gonna drop in player 2. For this fight. We're just gonna be setting ourselves up. We're gonna character wheel glitch to keep ourselves invulnerable. And here, for some reason, when the Fell Beast uses this attack, it negates the character wheel. And then we're just gonna whack the head of the Fell Beast. We're gonna run back here because it's gonna blow us back with its wings anyways. Now, just Jay chilling while the Nazgul tries to kill us. Eowyn's also almost dead, so I think I'm gonna drop the character with glitch with her. And... okay, that works! And then we got one more cycle of all this madness before we get into the actual Witch King fight. So the Fell Beast is dead. We have a small cutscene here before we now get into actually fighting the Witch King himself. World record for this is 221 something. That's held by Dino13. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to wait for the platform. And we're actually positioning ourselves really importantly here, so that way I can literally just sit here and mash B, except I don't think I'm too far down. Oh well. We're gonna hit drop out with Mary because we don't want to do this next section 1P2C. Let's see me beat it. Oh, I won't be beating it today, but it is my goal to get a sub 220 solo. And my sum of best, without any of the golds that are taken from the moment from King of the Dead past, my sum of best was down to a 226. So I'm getting closer. I did set an RTA world record in Force Unleashed 2 in my run yesterday, but that run I won't be retiming because I won't be able to follow it well enough. Oh wait, I'm not doing 1P2C right now. I really love the cinematography in this shot. It looks super cool. Aragorn looks so shook. Okay, so we're gonna take Legolas here for these Oliphant, for this first Oliphant. We're gonna shoot arrows into these arrow pegs to allow us to climb up on top. And then, while this is happening, I'm gonna actually attempt a weird 1P2C thing. Hopefully. Yeah, that. Oh, I don't understand why that happens. Legolas jumped off the one Muma kill and went onto this one. Every time I've done that, I've attempted to do this segment 1P2C, that always happens, and I kind of want to know what triggers it. Because it's really interesting, but also like, okay. Oh, I didn't get all the pegs. What? Question mark? There we go. Okay, we're gonna do this again here. Oh, we're just gonna go out of bounds. That's cool. What is happening? Hello? Hello? I can't move! There we go. That was so weird. Okay, but we've got 3 Oliphants we have to kill. Which, we really don't kill them, we just whack them on the head a bunch until they get scared and run away. Uh-oh. Cool, we got him. Grab the arrow peg. Cool. I hate when that happens. Sometimes Legolas just doesn't like to grab onto the thing. Oh, wait, it's up here. Go. How many Lego games are there? There are a lot. There's 2 Indiana Jones games, 5 Star Wars games, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego The Hobbit, 3 Batman games, 2 Marvel superheroes, Lego Avengers, Lego DC Supervillains, Lego The Incredibles, Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego City Undercover, The Lego movie, there's over 20, I can tell you that. So yeah, there are a lot of LEGO games. They're all really interesting speedruns.
Frodo has passed beyond my sight.
Sauron had the ring, we would know it.
Even with the unskippable cutscenes.
He needs time. We can give him that.
How?
Then we gather our full strength and march on the Black Gate.
I'm really glad they kept Gimli's line in here.
Certainty of death? Small chance of success. We're waiting for it.
I love that they included that, they kept that line in there. Okay, so here, there's still a couple of levels that the game still thinks we need to do. Like, the Secret Stairs and Cutest Uncle. But we don't want to do them. So what we're going to be doing is we actually need this controller. We're going to warp over to the Dead Marshes as the hobbits. Because for some reason, even though the game says we shouldn't be able to go to the Black Gate, oops, I accidentally triple jumped there, they still have the loading zone active for the Black Gate. So we're just gonna run up here, go right up into these horses' butts, and that will load the Black Gate level.
Let the Lord of the Black Land come forth! By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West!
They cut out most of Aragorn's beautiful speech that leaves me in tears every time. Alright, so we're gonna need Gimli right off the bat, and then... Oh, I'm Gimli on player 2. XD. And we need Gandalf's staff. So this troll's gonna come in. We don't like him, because he's a troll. But we're pulling out Gandalf's staff here. Alright, so... Okay, we're back. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna keep whacking. This is just overall just a really short, well, not really short. It's not that interesting of a level, but we're getting really close to finishing up the run. I'm trying to think of what I need. I need Aragorn on player 1. Oh my gosh, please hit. No, that's cool. Okay, we're good. Okay, and then we won't need a secondary player now. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna be having this troll chase us, because we need to use Aragorn because of the armor that he has. But we just need to get him to chase us. And while we're getting chased, eventually the troll's gonna get dizzy. Like, get tired. And we can then come over with Aragorn and do a really cool, like, that. Do a really cool that. Yes, those are the words I'm gonna stick with. Hit, and then we're going to switch to Legolas, because we need Legolas for the end of this level. But the troll's going to run way over there. Dodge this boulder. The troll's going to get really angry. Come by and smash these other boulders. Oh. Oh wait, I jumped up there too early. Gonna shoot that, jump up on these mithril bricks to allow us to then hardcore parkour over here. And then we're gonna finish off this troll. And that will end this level. And now we've only got one level left in the run. And that is Mount Doom. And Mount Doom is a level that can still kill runs. I don't expect it. It won't kill this run. This run already died from the technical difficulties, but that happens. That happens. Technical difficulties are a thing, and you just live and learn and improve for next time. Which is another, but knowing that I was as far ahead as I was, I'm definitely excited to jump back onto my own Twitch and run this back, because that will be the first thing I will do, and then I will finish up going for the New Game Plus for the Force Unleashed 2 World Record Suite. But we're going to take Frodo here and go up into our last level. And we got this nice little cutscene of Frodo hallucinating.
Do you remember the Shire, Mr. Frodo?
And then Frodo's going to think he can do it, take one step, and realize he can't. So what we're going to be doing now in this level is we've got the infamous, what we call, Triple Jump of Doom. It is the hardest triple jump in the entire game. It is ridiculously tough. But we're going to start off here, triple jump over here. That's not the triple jump of doom. Cool, we landed on the bar. That's awesome. Alright, so the triple jump of doom is coming up here. And hopefully it goes well. Ah, okay. Second try, I will take that. But yeah, that triple jump, the timing on that to get it right is extremely tight. And getting it second try is extremely hype. So now we've done all of this whole segment. We've done about half the level. None of it as intended, and I cannot get this jump. There we go. We're going to drop Frodo in, because we're going to need him here. We're going to position Sam right here, because we're going to chuck Gollum off. Because what this also does is it skips the cutscene of Frodo deciding that he still wants to wear the ring, hence why we're wearing the ring now. And then we're just going to go through this segment here. And hopefully wrap this up really quickly. Oh, I was more focused on getting Gollum off of me that I fell. That's fine, because I got a lot of time still for Gollum to get over to this position. And I'm keeping Frodo where he's at, because if I were to move Frodo, I could potentially put him into a softlock state. And I really don't want to do that. And yes, I was able to throw Gollum off of Frodo in the cutscene. Which, there's still a chance he can get up and just go right back on Frodo, unless I'm fast to get up and... Uh-oh. There we go. Cool. He's gonna jump back on Frodo here before we can go and take Frodo to build what we need to build. Over here and smack him a couple of times with the frying pan. He's gonna go and jump on Frodo, and then this cutscene is gonna end. We've got a best thing ever to end the run, and that is an auto-scroller. And overall, this is going to be an insane PB that I won't be able to submit, but that's okay. Those things happen. I will just run it back, get an even better time, and it won't even matter. Anyways, so yeah, this is pretty much all for LEGO Lord of the Rings, other than the auto-scroller. Thank you guys so much for letting me show this game off. I absolutely love this speedrun. And, I mean, I love Lord of the Rings too, so being able to just show off Lord of the Rings games all the time, it just fills me with a lot of joy. So, thank you. This was also the longest run I've done in a marathon. Most of my runs are around an hour to an hour and a half. I very rarely have a run that goes over. And so to do a run now that's 2.5 hours for a marathon is a good experience, because I've been able to learn a lot about different ways to try and keep it entertaining, and learning to just, it really helped me to get better at commentary. And so overall, I'm really happy with it. Still obviously have a lot of things I know I need to learn and improve just for commentary in general, but to be able to have this opportunity from GSA is incredible. And thank you, GSA, for letting me do this. You guys are great. And time will be coming up here in just a little bit. So, and time. The timer's not pausing. There we go.
It's gone.
2:32:17.
It's over.
That is a PB by 5 minutes. And I don't know. But still a really, really good run. So some shout outs before I hand it back over to GSA. I see you in chat, Dino. Shout outs to you. You're an absolutely insane runner. You've helped me a lot with learning this game and making strats a lot better. So shout outs to you. Shout outs to Captain Paxo. Another really active runner of this game. He's insanely good at this game and has been really good at helping me, not just in solo, but in co-op as well. So that's really cool, and it means a lot to be able to do that. Shout outs to my co-op partner who was doing commentary with me, but then had to leave for work. Slade, I love you. You are a great friend and just overall an awesome supporter. I don't know if my mom is in chat, but shout outs to my mom, because without her, I would not be doing any of this, and I mean this in the most literal way possible. And just overall, also shout outs to my friends over at Midwest Speed Fest. I love you guys. You guys are awesome in my home. Shout outs to the rest of the LEGO community, and just overall the great support that they have, no matter what LEGO game is going on. They are always super amazing at just being supportive and helping out in every way possible. Shout outs to Lava Fang again for being a glitch hunter. Shout outs to LOS. Shout outs to Wii Super, because he's overall just an incredible runner and again an awesome friend. I'm shouting out also my wonderful teammate for Rogue Nation, TGH. Always been a great friend, and it was at PACE 2019 where we got to officially meet, and you just instantly became an insanely good friend of mine, and I am beyond thankful for you. So yeah, that'll do it for me. We have now, in 2 hours and 32 minutes, done an entire trilogy of movies in the form of Legos. I hope you guys enjoyed this run. If you guys want to see more LEGO Lord of the Rings, give me a follow. Follow Dino913, follow Captain Paxo, or just, yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the marathon.